Hello class, welcome to Intermediate French. For today's lecture, we will be talking about the passé composé, which is talking in the past tense. I will do a brief overview of the present tense to show comparison between the two tenses and provide you with examples of the new form. Let's get started. Here is a list of subject pronouns that we have seen before. We know that for each subject pronoun, je, tu, il, elle, on, nous, vous, ils, et elles, the verb must be conjugated for each of those. Here are some quick examples in saying I have, she has, we have with the conjugated verb avoir, and we see that each of these verbs in the present are conjugated. However, for the passé composé, we will still conjugate each verb for the subject pronoun. However, for the action verb, we need to make it past tense when forming the perfect tense, and here's how we do so. If the verb ends in er, we will drop the er and replace it with e with the accent aigu. So we see that manger and travailler become manger and travailler. If the verb ends in ir, we will drop the ir and replace it with I. So we see that dormir and sortir become dormir and sortir. The verb ends in re, we will drop re and replace it with u. Vender and fonder become vendu and fondu. Note, when forming the perfect tense, we must include the conjugated verb avoir to show that we are speaking about an action completed in the past. Recall that avoir means to have, so when we include this in the passé composé and change the tense, it means that we had done it. So we need to finish our sentence by saying what we had done. Here's a pattern for forming the passé composé. The conjugated verb avoir appears before the past participle of the verb. So for some examples, we see that when we ate at the restaurant yesterday, it becomes nous avons mangé au restaurant hier. She went out last night becomes elle a sorti hier soir. They melted my ice cream. Ils ont fondu ma glace. Some important notes on the passé composé. We can see that the past participle stays the same for each subject pronoun. The only thing that gets conjugated is the verb before it, which is avoir. In the passé composé, there are two elements that are necessary to say what we have done in the past. So for your homework, you will go to duolingo.com and complete lesson plans on être and avoir. These are going to be due next class. Once completed, you will write a journal about the things you did yesterday, last night, or last weekend, and these will be due next week. Au revoir.